Hey everyone, Dave of Daveland here, and we are playing EverQuest 72 Boxing in Veeshan's Peak on EQ Emulator, a local install on my computer. If you haven't been following along, I have 3 tank groups, 4 caster groups, and 5 melee groups. We're all level 60 in the Kunark Expansion. I recently got everyone their epics. Honestly, I did a few of the epic quests, and I gave everyone else their epics. It's very time consuming. I just didn't have time to do them all on everyone. I just want to kind of continue progression and whatnot. So anyway, we're in Veeshan's Peak 1.0. This is the old Veeshan's Peak. You can spawn the old version by changing something in the database, which makes it which I'll have to show at some point. But we're gonna fight Silverwing, and so what I'm gonna do is go on the database's website, MQEmulator.net, which has all the base information of everything in the emulator. I haven't edited anything, and we're gonna fight Silverwing. It's one of the dragons in Veeshan's Peak, and Silverwing is level 66 and has about 153,000 hit points. He attacks 4 times per round with a 2-second delay, and he can actually hit for up to 1,100 damage, which is pretty serious at this point in the game, especially because he flurries, which means he can actually attack 6 times per round on a quad flurry. So if he were to hit you 6 times for max damage, he would kill any tank in one hit if they were not under a defensive discipline. That being said, with good AC, you're going to dodge sometimes. You're not going to take full damage all the time, so the chances of getting one shot probably fairly low. His resists aren't too impressive, so we can use just about anything on him. He is slowable, which is great. It makes him a lot easier. He's snareable, but I don't know what, it doesn't really matter. Nothing else to really report. We're going to check his spells cast, and he casts Chaos Breath, which does a little over 1,000 damage, but it also tosses you up and knocks you back. So we gotta be careful about that. There are a lot of mobs in Silverwing's room. I did kill them all with a GM command just for the sake of this video, but if you were to clear the zone, you definitely want to keep Silverwing away from everything and then, kill everything in the room, or at least pull Silverwing somewhere where there's less area to be thrown around. The best way to counter a toss-up attack is with Levitate, such as Dead Men Floating. You can put that on every character. And Dead Men Floating is an AoE. Levitate. It's Levitate, Enduring Breath, and I think Poison Resist. And you can make a hotkey like this to have everyone tell your Necro Dead Men Floating, every group leader. So that's 5 of my characters, and then 5 more group leaders, and then 2 more. So that's how you do it. You pause 10 so you don't send tells too fast. Box chat tell the group leader / tell the necromancer's name, Dead Men Floating, and that's how you do it. So for this fight, I'm actually going to try to fight Silverwing where he's standing, just because maybe I'll pull him against the wall. I am not currently using complete heal rotations because I have a lot of healing power, and I haven't set up the complete heal macro yet. So on the 72 crew, if you watched my 54-man box raids before I switched to 72, you'll probably see my complete heal macro. I will share it again at some point, but right now I'm not using it, and I haven't needed it. So I will probably need it soon, because the game will get progressively harder. I'm going to need more mana, and basically need a complete heal rotation. Anyway, so let's run in, and I'm just pull him a bow and arrow, actually. Let's see what happens. Oh, he's too far away. All right, pull him up here. Come on. There we go. Everyone follow. And we're going to cast Fury. We use Furious. Yes, that's the knock-up right there. So it didn't throw anyone around because we have Levitate on. So if we did not have Levitate on, everyone would have just gotten chucked all over the place. When you're boxing, that's a real pain in the neck. So I'm just getting some aggro. I'm putting up defensive. And now I'm going to debuff, and we're going to try to get slow on him as soon as possible. And hopefully not kill all my enchanters, because that's generally what happens when I debuff mobs, is the enchanters get killed. It looks like the Beast Lord pets are getting aggro. Huh. Seems like debuffs aren't working on him. That's interesting. I wonder if he's a belly. I don't think he's not a belly caster. Okay, here we go. Now the dots are hitting, so that's good. We're getting the dots on him. That's good. And it seems like some of the debuffs are starting to hit. It's going to build a little more aggro, only because he hits so hard. And if he switches aggro off Dave, he's going to start killing people left and right. So now we're going to engage Silverwing. And again, still getting debuffs and dots on him. And I'm imagining this is gonna be fairly quick. Yeah, this is pretty quick now. He just, Kunark mobs, even in Veeshan's Peak, do not have a ton of hit points. It's fairly easy to burn them down. I feel like Nexona is the exception just because her dot is just absolutely absurd. And I don't even know if I can kill Nexona. Looks like we got slow on Silverwing, so now the fight's trivial. And he should be dead any moment. It's kind of Dave's barrel. Even though he hits so hard, I'm barely taking damages from the cripple and the weakness and the slow and just Dave's AC is okay for Kunark. It's terrible by Velia's standards. I would be afraid to go to Velia's right now and do anything besides kind of the entry level mobs like Halls of Testing or Derrickor the Vindicator. Like Statue of Relisec would probably rip me up, and anything in the north wing of Temple Veeshan would probably just murder me. So anyway, come in here. He dropped 3. So he drops 3 weapons, and here's my problem with Veeshan's Peak. Most of the drops in this zone are weapons, and Kunark has the Epic Quest where you get the best weapon for everyone. So there's no point in looting anything in Veeshan's Peak aside from the few armor drops that will occasionally drop. So I'm not going to farm Veeshan's Peak. I'm going to try to do a video for each dragon, and then I'm going to leave. And then we're going to go to Velius, and we're going to kind of do some repeat content from when I was 54 boxing. But I'll try to provide much more value because there's no point just showing every fight over again. So I'm going to try to show more, more strategy and more tips and tricks on how to do the fights in case you're boxing with either a big team or a small team. So, once again, if you like what you see, please like, share, comment, and subscribe. Let's show other people how to play EverQuest in kind of new and interesting ways. I played on live, probably on and off from 1999 to 2016, and it was a lot of fun playing with people. And sometimes life gets busy like mine, and playing by yourself is the best way to play. So if you'd like to try that, I do have a video on my YouTube channel that's a full emulator setup guide. Go check it out and learn how to do this yourself so that you can have a, like I said, fun and interesting way of playing EverQuest. I will talk to you guys soon. Have a good one.